Hi everyone, welcome to Free Handly Made AU Crochet. You're hanging out with me in Big Sky, Montana just for a few minutes. My name is Nisi if you're new here. So this is a really quick video just to say hi to you guys. You guys have not seen me in a while. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't have anything to show you. I did get a whip done last night and it has been shipped off to its new home. I cannot show you guys what it is. I'm not going to show you guys what it is. Sorry, but it's a very personal thing and it's not meant for the channel. So, but I am happy I got it done. It was a project that I put my Boggy Creek blankets aside for so I could get it done. And as many of you guys know, I've been dealing with chronic pain for a long time now. And unfortunately, it took me a long time to get that project done because I had to work on it when I had the energy, and I just haven't had much energy, you guys. So I just want to give you guys an update. I'm healing from my last bit of dental work. I got my left side wisdom teeth out. My face is hurting today like no one's business. I need to take some more medicine. And today, besides chores, I'm going to pick up my Luck of the Draw blanket back up. Mama Swift is gonna get done, I promise you. Once that blanket is done, then I'm shipping that blanket and my Happy Heart Afghan I designed, the one in the DK weight. I'm gonna go ahead and get those two blankets shipped because I'm not close to even finishing my Happy Heart Afghan in the weight 4 yarn. So I'll have to ship that one later. And I'm shipping my blankets to Nancy. So that's my plan, and you guys will get to see the Luck of the Draw blanket, obviously. I'll do a whip update maybe sometime next week. But I wanted to get up here because I have a very important channel announcement. I have been thinking about this for, I would say, 4 months now. I've talked to a couple of my friends behind the YouTube streets about it, gotten their opinions about it, and it has to do with channel memberships. You know, I've kept the memberships up for a while until I knew really what I was going to do with YouTube. My journey on YouTube's been wonderful, but I've had a lot of sadness as well with YouTube. And then when my father passed away, when you lose someone so quick like that and unexpected, sometimes the effects don't hit you right away. My father passed away January 26th of this year. And over the last couple of months, it has really, I would say the month of March is when things really started to hit me as far as my mind. And I started looking at my world because I lost someone very important to me. And so March is when things started to change for me. And I started rethinking about how I live my life and how I spend my time and who I spend my time with. And then there's a lot of ugliness going on in the YouTube streets that make my heart very sad. There's a lot of dissension going on in the yarn community, and I can't handle it. So some ugliness happened in my last live, which I didn't catch a lot of it, because I can't keep up with my chat very well, but I was able to go into Nightbot, and even if you deleted your own comment or a mod deleted a comment before I could see it, if you go into Nightbot right after live, you can see all of the comments. None of them are gone. And I saw a lot of stuff in my chat that really upset me. And I shut Porch Chat down. Shut it down. I needed to for my mental health, and I needed to rethink how much time do I really want to spend on YouTube? So I started thinking about some of the people we love that just went MIA. The first person that comes to mind that hurts my heart is Ursula. None of us knows why OMG Granny Square is not on the YouTube streets. Well, at least if somebody knows, they're being respectful. They've been asked not to tell and they're not telling. And you have to respect that. But she just went MIA. And I love Ursula. She was such a bright light in our community, and she's just gone. And so I'm like, why? Well, now And there's some others that just, Jeannie, Butterfly Dreams with Jeannie, poof. And there's some others that we don't hardly ever see, if at all. And so my husband and I, when we were going to my mother's-in-law, I was talking to him about it. And I said, I don't know what's going on with them, but for me, I can now see why people just up and leave YouTube altogether. And they don't say anything to anyone. They just gone. Even people that they talk with behind the scenes, they're just gone. I said, I can see why now. I can see reasons of why. They may not be the reasons of why they did, but they were definitely becoming the reasons why I would just up and leave and not ever come back to YouTube, not even as a viewer. Or if I was a viewer, I'd be a quiet viewer and you'd never see me chat in a live. I may not even go to lives anymore, and I probably would just watch regular videos and not even comment. I would probably do a thumbs up, absolutely, but you wouldn't see a comment from me. I can see why now. So, it's taken me a while to decide to do this video, and I've argued with myself about it, but y'all know, if you follow me long enough, you know what you see is what you get with Nisi. So I'm going to just say it. The memberships are going away. Here's why. I don't think my time on YouTube is ever going to be like it was. I work full-time in Montana. 32 hours to 40 hours is considered full-time. I do 32 hours. That doesn't seem like a lot, but for me, with the pain that I deal with, it is a lot, and it wears me out. And then I come home. I live on a ranch, and I have responsibilities. I come home. I take care of the fur babies. They got to go potty. They got to be fed. I make them homemade food. And then I have to take care of little man. I am a mother to a 12-year-old autistic ADHD child. My son comes first. So I take care of my son. And then by the time I get all done with that, then I have to cook dinner. And then after dinner, it's late. And I barely have time to crochet. Crochet is my therapy. It helps me de-stress from my workday. It helps me to recenter. It helps me to calm my brain down. Helps me with my pain management so that I can sleep. So I don't have much time to crochet. And when my husband is awake, I'm not on YouTube. My Chromebook is now shut. I used to still watch YouTube when my husband was sitting right here in his spot. Not anymore. Ever since my dad passed away, my priorities have changed. And when he's awake and we're sitting here together, I'll crochet, but we're talking, we're visiting. We may watch like maybe a TV show, but we're still visiting, we're still talking. That Chromebook is shut, you guys. So in a lot of ways, for some channels, I've become a replay warrior. Plus, a lot of you go live while I'm at work. So that's why you guys haven't been seeing me. I'm putting real life things first that are more important. I started going to a Bible study on Thursday nights at my church, and I'm starting to try to figure out how to maintain physical relationships with people that are here in front of you. You know, that you touch and feel, you know what I mean? Like not through a screen. That's difficult for me. That's one of my autistic traits is not all autistics are introverts, by the way. Some are like my son, where they're very social and they like to be with their friends and they like to talk to their friends and stuff like that. So not all autistics are introverts like me. There are some that are actually social. I'm not one of those. So it's a challenge for me. I'm getting rid of the memberships for two reasons. One, I don't remember the last time I did a members only video, and I don't know if I'm going to go live ever again. And so I know it's just 99 cents. It was all about the emojis, but I'm one of those people that I'm not going to just take money from people. The second reason is my YouTube channel was never meant to make money from. The only reason why I even monetized was because I had a really big YouTuber, her name's Sandy from Suburban Homesteader, WYAZ, really sweet lady. She's like, Nisi, they're making money off you. They're running commercials off your channel. True. But honestly, most people don't watch they don't watch the commercials. They click through them. So, without memberships and without the super stickers and super stats, super stickers and super chats, unless you're a huge channel, which I am not, it may take you 5 months, 6 months before you even see a little tiny check of maybe $100. You don't get a check until you hit $100. So that's really not a thing for me. I work. I crunch numbers. I'm an accountant. I'm a bookkeeper. I'm a full charge bookkeeper. I love working with numbers. That's my jam. That's what I like to do. YouTube was never meant to be a money source for me. So because of those two reasons, and because I cannot, and because I'm probably not going to be on YouTube much, there's no point in having a membership for my channel. There's just no point. And I don't feel good about it, so it's going away. So I say this, if you are a member, you need to go to your prescriptions and subscriptions today. As soon as you see this video, y'all please share this video out. I want to get this to everybody I possibly can, because once I turn the memberships off, you will not get a refund. Channel memberships, YouTube does not refund you. So you need to cancel your membership today. I'm going to give it until the very last day of November, November 30th. Memberships will be shut down. No more. If I was to ever decide to go live again, and I might, I don't know. I've talked to a couple of people about bringing porch chat back, but right now I'm not at that point. But if I was to have another live, my channel's still at the very minimum monetization, meaning there's just no channel membership, but I could still make money off commercials. If I was to do a live, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to turn off the super stickers and the super chats, turning them off. This is why. If people come to a live of mine, I've noticed, and this is just what I've noticed, this is my experience, because I sit back and I'm a people observer. My whole life, I've observed people and their behaviors. And I've noticed people use that as a tool to get personal satisfaction, attention that they're seeking, or they use it for power and influence over a YouTube creator. I'm not allowing my platform to be used by people anymore, which is why I shut Porch Chat down. So when I say that my heart hurt that last live, I'm not going to discuss with you what I saw in those comments. And I don't know how long that behavior has been going on, because unfortunately, when you watch a replay live and I'm reading my chat, if a comment was deleted, I'm not going to know about it. So I didn't know until a fellow creator told me about the whole Nightbot thing. That will be shut down. You will not be able to send a super chat. You will not be able to send a super sticker if I was ever to go live again. So if my channel stays monetized, which I don't even know if I'm going to do that, I may just turn it off. Or YouTube may just turn it off for me, because I know I'm not at 4,000 watch hours, and I'm not sure how that rule works about keeping up with 4,000 watch hours if you have to have it every year. If that's the case, I'm going to get unmonetized anyway. It's not going to matter. But you're not going to be able to do any of that. And then one of the things that some of my friends have said to me, well, Nisi, people are going to want to support you. There's no reason to support this channel, because I'm not teaching crochet. I'm not doing tutorials. I'm not doing this as a business. I'm not bringing on special guests. There's no reason to support my channel, you guys. There isn't. You can support my channel just by watching and give me a thumbs up. Literally, that's all you got to do. That's it. You know, if you want to send us a card, my mailing address is in the description of, if you go to the about, like where my picture is, and you go to the about, it kind of gives you like a short blurb of what the channel's about. If you click on that, it'll bring up the description page of the channel, and my address is right there. You can send me a postcard. You can send me an email. There's things that you can do that don't cost money. Okay, it's not about the money for me. Literally, all I wanted to do was teach people about autism, and then it morphed, and then I found crochet because I needed, for my mental health, I needed something to do, and I just got on YouTube. I'm like, I think I made a blanket a time or two, like in my teenage years. How did I learn how to do that? To this day, I think my grandmother taught me how to do a single crochet, a double crochet. Yeah, a single, a half double, and a double crochet was what she taught me to do when I was a child. And somehow, some way, I remembered it. And I made my mother a blanket. I didn't realize what kind of blanket it was when I made it. But now that I've learned crochet, it was a mile a minute blanket that I made my mother. Huh, who knew? I had no idea what I made her. I just knew I made her a blanket. It was a mile a minute blanket that I had made her when I was a very young teenager. And so I had my second hip surgery, and I was getting cabin fever, and I looked up YouTube. I looked up crochet, and Bag O' Day popped up. And I watched a couple of her videos, and then the next person that popped up was, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't remember her name now. I can see her. She's very bubbly, has short brown hair. Anyway, I did one of her hats from a video tutorial. And then the next thing I did for my hat was a scarf. And then from that, the very next thing I did was an amigurumi pumpkin. And here we are. And my channel shifted because there's plenty of autism education creators out there. YouTube doesn't need another one. I was just sharing my experiences, and I still share my experiences and my struggles and my successes as an adult, late diagnosed adult on the spectrum. And but it morphed into crochet because I love fiber. I love all arts. I love anything that I can watch somebody create something with their hands. It's one of my special interests. So this channel was never meant as a business. It's not. It's just so I can get up here and just kind of share with y'all kind of what I'm up to. Hey, look what I made. What did you guys make? You know, and that's pretty much it. I don't do yarn hauls. I have more than enough yarn than I need. Anyway, my time is very short, and even shorter than that is my time to be able to be on YouTube now, because I have realigned my priorities, and I think my priorities are finally aligned correctly now. And my family just is more important to me than earning money on YouTube. And so there will be no super chats or super stickers. There will be no channel memberships. My channel will be 100% free channel. Everyone will see everything the same. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is everything that was on members only that some of you have never gotten to see, those will be now changed to public by the end of today. And you guys will get to see all those things. And then November 30th, the memberships will be shut down. So please spread the word so that anyone who had a paid membership, all their free memberships should be done and over with by now, because I haven't given a free membership away in over a month. And then anyone who has had a paid membership, please go in and cancel your membership so you don't lose any money. Cancel before your membership renews, because YouTube will not refund you. I'm sorry, this is not a happier video. It's not really a sad video. It's just a different direction my life is in. I think that it's important that I share this definitely with those that are members, that you need to know this, that you know what direction my channel's going in. And then whoever's left to hang out here when I do post content, I'm glad to have you, and I'm glad you're here. And then, you know, I'm sure I'll lose some people, but that's okay, because I'm not trying to grow my channel. I'm not. My channel is what it is. It's a place I come to hang out and relax, period. It's a place where I come to where I can connect with different charities so that I can participate and give the love of the craft that I love so much, that I have a passion for, and use that talent to love on someone that I don't know and send something off to someone in need. And maybe they're not even really in need as far as a physical item, but if it gives them a smile on their face, that's all that matters to me. So I support things like Boggy Creek. I support things like Bumblebee Outreach. Spring told me of one called Wings, that it's Wings for Domestic Violence, and she tells you what they're needing for that month, and you know what kind of items they're needing for that month, and then you make it and you send them to her. Rose, I think her name's Rose. Rose Likes Crochet. Does that sound familiar to you guys? Anyway, so that's a new one that I hadn't heard about. So I want to go check her out. So there's just different things that I like to get involved in. And then, of course, I like to make chemo beanies and hats for people going through chemo. And I usually do that on a more personal level. Like if I see a friend of mine or a friend of my husband's and we find out they're going through chemo, if I don't have their information, but he does, I'll have him say, hey, ask so-and-so if they'd like a couple of chemo beanies to keep them warm, or a lap blanket for when they go into chemo. And usually he'll be like, oh yeah, they would love one. So usually with those kinds of things, those are more personal on a personal level, and I send them to people that we actually know. Just because I have very limited time to crochet, and I like to spread my resources. So now you all know what really went down and why Porchette was taken down. That was one of the major reasons. And then the other reason Porchette was taken down was that I just needed to process my dad's passing. And I need to figure out how much time YouTube is going to take up in my life, in my personal life. How much of it is going to consume what little time I have left in my day, especially on the work day. What direction do I want? What do I want this channel to be? Why am I even on YouTube? Like, these are all the things I had to figure out, you guys. And so I'm just trying to be very responsible, very transparent, very open with you. So that's all I have. Like I said, this weekend, I'm going to be working on my luck of the draw. I'm very excited. So let me tell you guys, I was up to week 5. I didn't like the way it was looking. And then I was hanging out for a Boggy Creek blanket live over at Juan's. And Juan showed his luck of the draw, and he was doing the textured cabin throw by Mama Swift. He showed his, and I'm like, oh, I love the way he did his. And I'm like, I got to do mine that way. So Juan, thank you. I started over, and I'm doing my texture throw like yours, as in the colors that are pulled for you to use. Those have more rows than the neutral color, so you get to see more of the color, the bright colors versus just the neutral color. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Juan's live. I can't remember which one it was. It was weeks ago. Anyway, thank you, Juan. And I'll definitely show it when I get done. Matter of fact, I was in Zoom and Mama Swift was in there. I'm like, girl, I'm still working on my luck of the draw, but I'm behind. And I told her why, because I started over. She was like, no, you don't start over. It is what it is. I'm like, no, that's not the way my brain works. I liked Juan's a lot better, and I just want to do it. I want the kids to see the brighter colors, and all I saw was just the cream, and it was driving me crazy. So it is going to get done. And I'll share that with you guys. That is what I'm going to be working on today and tomorrow. I'll be working on the luck of the draw, and then maybe not Monday night, because Mr. Handsome, he has Mondays off and he'll be awake for most of the time. So it may be Tuesday before I can do the luck of the draw whip video for you guys, but I will do it. I'm also still working on my Tunisian full stitch blanket that was inspired by Panda, Miss Michael's MDL Crochet's spouse, Panda, Mr. Antonio. It was a pattern that he sent me. It was a baby blanket, and I morphed it into like a teenager blanket. I'm still working on that, and that does still need to be sent to Mountain State Children's Home when I get done. So that's been put to the side for now until I get this luck of the draw blanket done. And then once I get the luck of the draw blanket done, I will go back and start working on the Tunisian blanket, full stitch blanket that I'm working on. I'm actually halfway done with that blanket. I'm happy to say that blanket's taken me forever. Wow, Tunisian is so much slower than crochet. Michael tried to warn me, and I'm like, oh, is it really that much slower? It is. Michael's not lying to you. So I will, once I start working on that again, I'll be showing that. And then, so I'm going to work on that a couple of days of the week. And then another couple of days of the week, I'm going to be working on my Happy Heart Afghan in the 4-weight yarn using the cinnamon swirl cake. and using the loops and threads solid colors that I'm using. And then I also need to pick back up my 4 Seasons Mosaic blanket. I got done with the winter scene. I'm starting with the fall scene. So you guys will have plenty of things that you'll get to see. It's going to be mostly whip videos until I actually have an FO, but it is what it is. So you'll see some of that. And then as far as porch chat, I am thinking about bringing porch back. I'm thinking about it. I might bring it back. If I do bring it back, it'll be the same day, same time, because that's the only time I have to spend with y'all on a live status. And it may not be every week. It may be a once a month thing to start off with, just to slowly ease me back in. And that's if I even decide. I'm still trying to decide. I'm still thinking about it. If I do decide to do one, you guys will know, because obviously there'll be an announcement before the live happens, and you'll see it announced. Okay, that is it, you guys. Happy crocheting, knitting, Tunisian, whatever it is you're doing, and we'll see you guys again soon. Have a good day. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and who is it that says stay stitching? Is it Michael that says stay stitching? Michael, are you the one that says stay stitching? I love that saying. Stay stitching. I love it. Anyway, y'all just keep doing whatever is your passion and whatever makes you happy and whatever gives you a peace of mind. Put it to you that way. Okay? Always remember, dare to be you, dare to be different. Love from Montana. Bye, everybody.